This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say three-peat? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions. Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Gateway High School for the boys 3A baseball quarterfinals this afternoon here from the home of the Gators. It's going to be the number 7 seed Riverside Panthers, the defending state champions in the state of Pennsylvania and defending WPIAL champs, taking on the 15 seed South Allegheny Gladiators. Eric Thomas Lee-Mo with you here today atop Gateway High School. It's a gorgeous afternoon here. Again, not as hot as yesterday. It's very windy here in this open air field here at Gateway High School. And Lee-Mo, we are going to see one of the bigger upset stories in the WPIAL playoffs so far, and that be the South Allegheny Gladiators, who knocked off Seton LaSalle in the opening round by a final of 1-0 behind Adam Jakowski. They scored their run on an air and a walk, and they figured out a way to do it, and here they are trying to take out the defending state champs. We'll pause real quick for the national anthem, and then we will break down this afternoon's game.
Dawn's early light, but so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors at star-spangled and wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So there is this afternoon's national anthem here from Gateway High School. Let's talk a little bit about those South Allegheny Gladiators, because they got through Seton LaSalle, the number 2 seed in the bracket, 1-0 again on a walk and an error, and now they get a chance to take on the defending WPIAL and state champs here in Riverside. This game important for both teams, not just because you get to the semifinals. Again, there's a look at the bracket in 3A, but if you get to the semis, you're assured a berth in the state tournament. That means Riverside, if they win today, will have a chance to defend their title.
Yeah, six PIAA titles for Riverside. And they struggled. I mean, they didn't struggle. They had a tight first-round game, too. I mean, they had to play 9 innings just to get here in the quarterfinals, so they had a real rough time with their opponent in Shady Side Academy, winning 3-2 in 9 innings. So both these teams battle-tested here today.
You see a look at the bracket. The other 2 quarterfinals here today, coming up at 4 o'clock, the same start time as this game. It'll be number 1 seed Avonworth and Charleroi. And then the 2 later games today, Freeport and South Park. And then that bottom game on the Riverside end of the bracket, Elwood City and Burrell, and if Elwood City wins and Riverside wins, we got ourselves an all Lawrence County semifinal coming up later in the week, and that should be something to keep an eye on. That should be something everybody wants to see. That would be an incredible matchup if those two hook up in the semifinals coming up later.
Well, anytime you say Elwood City and Riverside in the same sentence, it causes a lot of uprise between the two schools. Very big. Yeah, sorry. You're looking for your phone. That's what it was there. Found it.
So what we got here today is we got another good pitching matchup here, and both teams have decided in South Allegheny's case they don't really have a choice. They're going to go with their ace again, Adam Jakowski, and what Riverside is going to opt to do is they're going to go with Matt Santillo. Now, we don't know if Dan Aliastra will split the innings with him and Jackson Barber, because today this is where it gets interesting for these teams in this bracket. Now, you start your ace today. If he maxes out, unavailable come semifinals. But what Riverside has that a lot of teams don't is the luxury of a number 2 in Jackson Barber, who got the winning relief in the first round. So we'll see how long Santillo goes here this afternoon.
Yeah, you have that 1 and 1A. Some teams don't have that. They just have the 1, and then they hopefully can get through the quarterfinals. But yeah, this WPL setting it up Monday, Wednesday. So a lot of times it was back-to-back days, Monday, Tuesday. But this year they decided to put a day in between there. So now you can throw your 2 best pitchers if you want. We're talking about that before we went on the air. They can throw up to 50 pitches, and still come back for the next day.
Yeah, very
next
well
game,
could.
excuse me.
So we'll see what they opt to do here, Riverside-wise. And Adam Jakowski, who has pitched very well. He's a 3-year starter for this program. Good family history with the South Allegheny program. His dad is an assistant coach. His dad was on the team in 1998 that won a section title. And Jakowski has pitched really well in the WPIAL playoffs. In fact, took a 6-0 record into the tournament a couple seasons ago when they were knocked out by Quaker Valley. He was a sophomore at that point, 6-0 with a .90 ERA. Not quite those numbers this year, but he is just as good as he's ever been, and they're going to have to rely on him. The big question for me in this game, and one of the keys to it, is Matt Santillo had some stuff in the first round. Didn't have his best stuff, had some stuff, and they did give him some run support, but that Shadyside team was able to neutralize the game or equalize the game, and then it just had to be the bottom of the order for Riverside that won it. Does Matt Santillo have his A game today? Because if he does, that is going to make life very hard for a South Allegheny team that has had trouble hitting at times this season.
Yeah, you're hoping for his best stuff, but we will see. It's a very warm day, which is very helpful for the pitchers. Anyways, you don't have to worry about that cold, rainy stuff that we've been dealing with here in Western Pennsylvania, which we're going back to here in a couple more days, unfortunately. But you get the 2 number 1s out there, so it should be a good pitching match up here from Gateway. All turf fields. We don't have to worry about any tricky hops or anything like that. And if the weather does erupt, don't have to worry about that because it's all turf.
Yeah, it is 84 degrees here at first pitch time. There is a 70% chance of showers in the area, but not until later, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. 87 degrees here at first pitch, and we're about set to go. And as Lee mentioned, it is a turf field. It's a gorgeous field here at Gateway. They got the gold, sort of light-shaded AstroTurf infield where the dirt would normally be. This is a really, really nice facility. It's actually backed right up against the softball field. If anybody goes to the short porch in right, which is only 306, that is definitely going to get on the playing surface on the softball field over there. And there's a little alleyway between the two. There's another softball game coming up after the one that's going on over there now. There's a little alleyway between the two that you actually walk up from the parking lot. It's quite an interesting situation here to get to this field. We are actually stationed up the first baseline out in right field. There is a platform in right. So if you're watching the game here today, the view that you're seeing from that first base / right field side, that's actually our view too. We are poised high above. It's a nice angle as far as being above the action, but we're not right on top of the plate, so forgive us if we have a couple of calls here or whatever that we miss from the umpire because we are far away from home plate.
Yeah, but we get the best view for the strike zone.
Exactly. We are set to go here. 3:59, the official start time of this quarterfinal. And leading it off for South Allegheny will be Caleb Jakowski, the center fielder, hitting .391, best average on the team.
Starting the lineups brought to you by the Crane Room Grill, craneroom.com. You make make it a post-game tradition at the Crane Room.
Be Jakowski, followed by Brendan Pahorich, Dylan Pomacki, Colton Keener, Liam Fonner batting 5th. Owen Warner will bat 6th and play first base. Trey Carpenter, the right fielder, bats 7th. Adam Jakowski, the pitcher, will hit for himself in the 8 hole, and number 9 will be Ryder Alford. They will oppose Matt Santillo, who was 8-1, no decision in the first round, pitched well, maxed out, just did not get the win. And his team has been very supportive as they go bunt on the first pitch of the game. Santillo flips it over to McCartney Plasmeyer for the first out, and there's one away.
Boy, Santillo, good job getting off to the mound, and he had to be quick. Had to get that underhand flip. Good job of getting that overhand flip to McCartney Plasmeyer, the first baseman. Cole Vogel at second, Dylan Meyer short, Logan Young at third, left to right, Brock James, Jackson Barber, Chase Bayman, and your catcher is Alex Weiss, your defensive alignment. Brought to you by MedorBonnerLaw.com. First pitch a strike.
Chase Bowman, right field, perfect this season. And we got a good view of him right here. This is number 2 hitter, Brandon Pahorich, the designated hitter. He's batting for Fisher Elise, who will play third base today. You can hear the wind whipping here. It's going to be doing that all day. This is an open campus as that one is grounded up the middle and playable at second base. Little routine pitch over to first from Vogel, and there's quickly 2 away.
Yeah, that wind is coming from behind us. It's going across the field towards left center.
Yeah, they are expecting gusts this afternoon. There is, again, the updated forecast, some potential for rain in the area in this hour, but nothing serious. But the wind, they're saying anywhere up to maybe 25 miles an hour. As that one's poked into right for a base hit by Dylan Pomacki, who had the walk and then eventually scored the game-winning run against Seton LaSalle, and it keeps Seton alive with a single here with 2 gone.
Yeah, Pomacki committed to Union College, which is up in New York. A D3 school up there.
Schenectady, New York, right in the metropolitan area of Albany.
You sound like you're very familiar with that.
I will buy you a beverage or food if you can tell me the school colors of Union College.
I cannot do that.
They are maroon, white, and gray.
I would go with blue and gold. That's the only thing I can come up with. So.
And maroon is the primary color. The throw over to Plasmeyer, and Pomacki is back.
I didn't dig that deep.
South Allegheny is a team hitting .247 this season. They've left just under 84 on base, at least according to the numbers that we have and were provided. It's a 1-1 count to the 4-hitter Colton Keener, the cleanup hitter, the second baseman. And that one is there for strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Keener. There goes Pomacki, and that one's grounded foul, third base side.
Yeah, it's Pomacki okay, but well, he went in that second base late, thinking the ball was coming, then sort of pulled up on that slide, sort of favoring that left leg.
Pomacki actually, and they highlighted this on the South Allegheny Facebook page, social media outlets, actually wrote as a kindergartner that he wanted to grow up and be a baseball player. Yeah. He said, quote, "It's fun." And a foul tip into the backstop stays 1-2 to Keener with 2 gone here. 2 ground outs, Pomacki a 2-out single. And he is the runner at first here for South Allegheny. Crowd you hear in the background of us is the softball game. I mean, they are literally next door to us. Throw over to first is back.
Yeah, Derry just went up 2-1 on Elizabeth Forward in the 6th inning. Another solo home run over there.
Well, it's nice you can see that. I'm not sure the PA announcer can see that, but it's nice that you can. Yeah. Santillo deals. Big swing and a miss, and Keener is down. And that'll do it for South Allegheny in the top of the first. No runs ahead, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, and Riverside coming to bat on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Baker's Waterproofing is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
Back here at Gateway High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you as Riverside comes to bat, and the order for the Panthers looks like this. It'll be Jackson Barber to lead it off. He's playing center field this afternoon. Logan Young bats second and third. Dylan Meyer, the shortstop, the hottest hitter on this team, bats third. Matt Santillo, the pitcher, will bat for himself in the cleanup spot. Cole Vogel, fifth. Alex Wise, the catcher, is batting sixth. Chase Bain, the right fielder, will bat in the 7 hole. McCartney Plasmeyer, the 8. And Brock James, who had that game-winning hit in the first round against Shadyside, will bat number 9. On the mound for South Allegheny, it is Adam Jakowski. We talked about his family connections to this program. His dad, Brian, an assistant coach on the 1998 team. He was a player that won a section title. 3 sons. Josh, he's since graduated. Adam is on the team with his current twin, or currently on the team with his twin, Caleb. And Adam has been an excellent starting pitcher for this team. Last year, he defeated Burrell in the consolation game. It's interesting because South Allegheny, if they win this game, may have to go through Burrell yet again. Similar path last year.
Yeah, you mentioned Adam's brother Josh up at Penn State Barron. He was the one that had hit that game-winning shot against Aliquippa in the championship game a couple years ago.
So Jakowski stands in against Barber. Barber, who had the winning relief against Shadyside. You hear that wind whipping around, and that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, trying to stand that the wind won't hit the microphone, but tough to do.
Jakowski, a complete game the other day in the first round. And that one is in there for strike 2 and quickly jumps ahead of the leadoff man, Barber, 0-2. Defensively for South Allegheny, Warner at first, Elise at third. Keener and Ramacki are the middle infielders, second to short. Alford, Jakowski, and Carpenter from left to right in the outfield. That's outside for ball 1. It's 1-2 now to Barber.
Yeah, how about 82-year-old, 58-year coach Dan Aliastro, still coaching third base?
It's amazing what that man has been able to do. Where's that batter's helmet, that old school batter's helmet with no ear flaps? That misses for ball 2. It's 2-2 now to the leadoff man, Barber. Can see some weather pushing its way in here from the west.
Hopefully we'll just stay that way.
It is a little darker over there, but doesn't look super threatening. It wasn't on the forecast as Barber swings and misses for strikeout number 1 for Jakowski, and there's 1 away. Not a lot of violence behind that weather. It could just be a quick shower, just a passing one. There was some weather in the Gateway Crafton area earlier today.
Yeah, about 12:30, we got a massive downpour here today.
Logan Young will bat second here for Riverside. And if you watched our coverage of Riverside this season, first pitch misses for ball 1. You know that what Aliastro did was flip the 3 batters from the bottom of the order last year to the top. Now, that seems like kind of mad scientist role here, but these guys have all jacked their batting average up over 150 points this season. That one's in there for strike 1. It's 1-1. The only one who hasn't done that is Dylan Meyer, who last year bat 420. Oh, by the way, this year he's batting 460.
Yeah, okay. Should be batting 570, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with him? He's right. He should have had a couple of other hits, right? That one just over the outside corner of the plate. It misses.
You might have questioned Coach Aliastro if he's going to do something like that, you know? He's been around this program long enough.
It's the not so much the flipping of the order, because they're three of the most experienced guys. They lost 6 guys from their batting lineup, but it's the fact that their batting averages have all skyrocketed. As Young swings and misses for strike 2.
Yeah, such a loaded team over the last few years.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Young, with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. No score between these two. Jakowski deals. That is low and misses for ball 3, and it's a full count to Young.
Yeah, Gladiators lost to Riverside a couple years ago in the semis. So a little bit of payback on their mind here.
Talk a little bit in a moment about the statistical differences between this year and last year for Riverside, because you may think there has been such a steep drop-off. There actually hasn't been, as Young fans. And quickly, Jakowski with 2 strikeouts to begin the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Dylan Meyer.
Yeah, not a good swing there by Young. A little fold in that pitch. Just tried to make contact, couldn't.
So statistically for Riverside, last year they hit 323, this year 312. This year 323, last year 312. This year 140 runs, last year 175. So not a huge difference there. Hits, it's a little bit steeper. It's a 32 hit difference between this year and last year. That misses for ball 1. RBI production is down slightly, 149 last year compared to 118 this year. Extra base hits, not much difference, 41 a season ago, 33 this year. Home runs are way down, 2 last year, 2 this year, and 9 last year. But otherwise, you lose all that firepower, and you think that this is going to be a massive drop-off.
Yeah, plus you had a couple studs on the mound, too.
Yeah, and they sure did. And it has not been a drop-off at all for this team. It's 2 balls here to Meyer. Meyer sends one in the air towards right and deep, but it's foul. And that just skirted foul.
Just missed a couple of softball players over there on the right-hand side.
I'm wondering if anybody can challenge that short porch. Meyer had a 6-game hitting streak to open the season, 6 multi-hit games this season. His last strikeout came on May 4th in one of the closing games of the season. That one misses for ball 3. It's 3-1 now to Meyer with Matt Santillo on deck. Nobody on, 2 outs, both by a strikeout from Jakowski. The pitch, and that is low, and Dylan Meyer has drawn a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the first.
A good at bat there by Meyer.
Number 42.
Battled well. Got that 2-out walk. Gives Santillo a chance here in the first.
Well, Santillo, the ace on this staff, 8-1 this season, razor thin .55 ERA. Four multi-hit games in the last 7 he has played. That one fouls away to the Gateway Boulevard below us. 0-1 now to Santillo.
And we might be able to get a connection here. He is an employee of the old Stonewall Golf Course in Elwood City.
Well, hello there, yes.
Yes, so we need to introduce ourselves.
0-1 to Santillo. Yeah, we really need to talk to him, as a matter of fact. See if we can get an in-game interview with him, maybe. Jakowski deals. That is outside for ball 1. It's 1-1 now to Santillo.
Or even just get him part of the Chauncey Open, too, on July 18th.
Yeah, he can replace guys on our team.
Yeah, very much so. Probably the whole team.
Jakowski looks in. Runner at first is Meyer. He's back.
Yeah, all the information on the website, July 18th, Chauncey Open, lcsportsnet.com. And apparently the Riverside players are yelling at the pitcher, so the home plate umpire not liking it. You're allowed to chant, but if you're saying his name out there, that's a different story. So, of course, every umpire has their own little sayings, so.
It's a 1-1 pitch upcoming to Santillo with a runner on. 2 outs, Santillo gets into one, but it's foul. Drifting that way, at least the right field line or left field line.
Yeah, it's me as an umpire. I have no problem with them saying, chanting and whatever, but you just can't say the person's name or something derogatory towards them. That's all.
3:16 to left 388 to left center, 378 to right center or dead center, and 306 down the right field line here at Gateway. And Santillo strikes out, and Jakowski gets 3 to fan here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've played 1 here at Gateway High School. South Allegheny coming to bat on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
That's the power of Bowser.
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
Back here at Gateway High School, Eric Thomas Lee Moe. We go to the top of the second inning, second time through, or second at bats here for South Allegheny. It'll be Fonner, Warner, followed by Carpenter if anybody reaches Jakowski. No score here in this contest. Winner to the WPIAL semis, and more importantly, the winner also will clinch a state berth in the upcoming PIAA tournament beginning next month. WPIAL championships next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for both softball and baseball. Tuesday and Wednesday are the dates. Thursday's the rain day. If we get any in quickly, Santillo
Pitch count for Jakowski, 20.
Comes right back to get strike 1. It's 1-1 out to the leadoff man, Fonner.
The good thing about EQT Park, it's all turf, so unlike Lilly Field in California.
Yeah, EQT, some people have asked. That is the Wild Things Park. They just renamed it, corporate sponsor. So now EQT Park. Big cut that time by Fonner. And it's 2-2 to the Gladiator catcher. Santillo works quick. Inside corner misses for ball 3, and it's 3-2. Santillo fires. That one's grounded too short. Meyer fields cleanly, throw to first in time, and there's one away.
Yeah, I believe it's been 2001, I believe it is. A championship's been down in Washington in a long time.
Number 9.
And we have a couple teams, obviously, maybe 2 of them in one semifinal coming up on Thursday if Riverside and Elwood are both successful today. Neshannock will play tomorrow afternoon in its semifinal with a chance to get to the WPIAL championship, and they have to win tomorrow to stay alive. They're guaranteed 2 more games. That one's fouled away. 1-1 now to Warner.
Boy, if it's a Riverside Elwood game, where do you put that game?
Somewhere in a parking lot.
I would think Pullman would be nice because you can sit about 1,300 people up there. You might need it.
It's going to draw a ton. That is upstairs and outside for ball 2. It's 2-1 now to Warner.
Some place like here won't hold it.
No, and you can't geographically drag them out their region too far. Swing and a miss by Warner for strike 2, and it's 2-2.
And you're going to want turf if you can.
Yeah, weather is questionable the rest of the week. Tomorrow is going to be somewhat iffy. Thursday, same thing. That one fouled away and the backstop stays 2-2. And Friday is not looking hot, but not looking the worst either. I mean, it changes literally by the second. So just keep it tuned to your local weather forecast to see what's what. That one has popped up, drifting towards Plasmeyer at first. He gets under it. There's 2 away.
hopefully get out in the golf course this week. Hopefully.
Right fielder Trey Carpenter.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow morning.
I'm hoping Thursday. We'll see, depending on what we're doing Thursday. First pitch fouled off by Carpenter. Depends what Mr. Dawson has up his sleeve for Wednesday and Thursday.
And you'll hear some of the softball announcements behind us. They share a platform here. So PA announcer for baseball is to our left, softball to our right, and that's there for the strike.
Yeah, Elizabeth
1 and 2.
Ford now up 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th on Derry.
Pitch by Santillo is there for strike 3. What a pitch by Santillo. And he gets South Allegheny in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. To the bottom of the 2nd we go, scoreless in this WPIAL quarterfinal on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Back here at Gateway High School as Riverside comes to bat here. It'll be first cracks for Cole Vogel, Alex Wise, and Chase Bame. If anybody gets on, McCartney Plasmeyer would bat 4th here in the order against Adam Jakowski, who is off to a strong start here this afternoon.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Pretty good first inning. Well, Adam only threw 84 pitches in his last game with 7 strikeouts. Very efficient.
Didn't need to do much in that game. It was an interesting game as far as how it went. A 1-0 game, as we mentioned, a walk and an error. How South Allegheny scored its runs, as Vogel has a 1-1 count now against Jakowski. Pops that one straight up and out of play.
Yeah, a game I had last night, Liam Cooper threw a complete game, 72 pitches, at 2-0 game.
And good pitching this time of year, it always is magnified. And we got a pretty good matchup here in this one, as that one's low and outside. So it's going to be 2-2 now to Vogel. Jakowski looks in, gets the sign, fires away. And Vogel watches strike 3, and that's the 4th strikeout already by Jakowski to get Vogel, and then I bring up Alex Wise.
I don't know if Vogel will agree with it or just was fooled, or a little bit of both there. And And Jasowski, he takes his time.
Excellent basketball player, too. Was a starter on that South Allegheny team that made 2 WPIAL championships the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, they won one of them.
Played for a state title 2 seasons ago in Hershey.
Yeah, that Aliquippa game's still memorable.
Yeah, all 4 of them have been memorable the last 2 years. Quip's got the WPIAL title over South Allegheny this past basketball season, but then, or 3 of them, I guess, twice they met in the playoffs last year. They met in the district title game, and then they met again in the states.
That basketball team, they lose to Devon Prep, I believe, in 3A, if I'm not mistaken.
2 balls and no strikes. There's the comeback pitch against Wise. So it's 2-1. 3-man crew here for the umps. We did not get the names for those 3 gentlemen, but good to see that they have a full staff here. Wise, swing and a miss. And it is quickly 2-2.
Yeah, Coach Bahodich from South Allegheny in his 4th year.
Yeah, when he took the job, said, and we get time. When he took the job, his first practice, this was a good piece in the Post-Gazette, he went inside and actually called his wife and said that he was questioning whether or not he could do the job.
Yeah, not a good first practice.
And that one is there to freeze Wise.
Wow.
And Jakowski is on 1 here early with his 5 strikeouts through an inning and 2/3. That'll bring up Bame, the right fielder, trying to keep it alive here with 2 gone.
I'm sure he's glad he stuck it out.
Yeah, he said he didn't have anybody who could field a ball. This team was sub 500 forever, it seemed like.
Yeah, they won their first section title in 2024.
Yeah, since 1998.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And now they seem like they're a perennial playoff contender every year. They hovered around 500 this year, but good enough to get in over a couple of the other teams that were jockeying for position. Bam, that one's high.
South Allegheny, I mean, in football, they were down for many years, too, and then they turned things around down there.
Yeah, it's amazing what the Cook brothers were able to do for that football program. And the basketball program, for that matter. It's 1-1 now to Bame. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's 1-2.
Boy, Riverside, no clue right now how to handle Jakowski.
Good mix of his pitches. He likes to start some at-bats out with the curve and then come back with a fastball, but he switches it up nicely.
Yeah, not a fast worker, working from the stretch the whole time.
2 gone here. He's trying to get Bame for the 6th strikeout of the game so far. Oh, that one just misses upstairs, and it's 2 balls and 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there is the 6th strikeout for Jakowski through 2 innings. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Scoreless through 2 in this quarterfinal on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
Back here at Gateway High School, scoreless after 2 innings of play, with South Allegheny coming to bat and take you through the middle innings. Here's Lee Moan.
Yeah, 8-9-1 hitters up for South Allegheny. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Chakowski, trying to put the bunt down and just falls foul out of play. Good hustle there by third baseman Logan Young. Just couldn't come up with that. Not much action in the first 2 innings other than pitching, Eric.
No, not a lot, and good pitching at that, which you kind of expect this time of year. I'm a little surprised. We know what Matt Santillo can do, but I've been really impressed with Chakowski here early on.
Next pitch down low. Here we talked about our Nick Sautawati impact players earlier. We talked about them too. Collisions, repair, paint and detailing, full service mechanical interior cleaning. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Located on South Mill Street in Newcastle. Next pitch, strike is the 1-2.
Santillo, Lee, early on in this game, he looks much more comfortable than what he did in the first round against Shadyside. And I don't know if that's just because this lineup doesn't have the potency that Shadyside has shown at times this year or what, but he just looks much more at ease. It seemed like he was pressing a lot early in that first round game and falling behind in counts, and it just seems like he's much more comfortable here early on.
And just getting a piece of that. Count still 2-2 to Adam Chakowski. Chakowski, part of that basketball team, and also the homecoming king this year.
Yeah.
Mr. Chakowski. So King Chakowski. 2-2 fouled off. It's one thing we don't have to worry about strategically parking here at Gateway.
Yeah, I'm actually up on the mall. I don't know where you are, but
yeah. Way out in left field. Comes that 2-2 fouled off again. The only people who got to worry is the people in the softball stands and the softball players. That's the one thing we got to worry about. No score here in the top of the third. Count 2-2 to Adam Chakowski. Here comes the pitch. That's in the dirt, low, ball 3. Coming up after the game, we'll have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Bergero, and Kelsey Bowser can get you straightened out. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 inside corner. Chakowski thought it was ball 4. Umpire says otherwise. Third strikeout of the game. First out for Matt Santillo.
Yeah, and see in the opening round where he would get behind in the count and then get into some trouble, he was able to pitch out of some jams, but when he would fall behind in the count in that first game, he really had problems with the comeback pitch, and that was a good job by him that time to rally against Chakowski. Whether or not the call was correct or not, it's another argument, but
yeah. Elfer misses the bunt, strike 1. Swings through this one, strike 2. Another freshman in this lineup for South Allegheny. 7 freshmen on this South Allegheny baseball squad. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and Elfer knew it. 3 strikeouts in a row for Matt Santillo's 4th of the game. 2 outs here in the third. Bring up Kalik Chakowski.
Yeah, this is where South Allegheny has to come back. Just not the importance of a 2-out hit to keep an inning alive, but it's got to be this guy that's got to get the offense going. I mean, leads the team just under 400.
And deep fly ball going back is Barber, center field, still going back and will make the catch in center field for the third up, 3-8. Third out, 3 out, 3 down. Go to the bottom of third, no score. You're watching high school baseball here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as the LCAP Team of the Month after winning their semifinal meet and reaching the WPIAL Championship. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Lady Spartans Track and Field Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
And welcome back, Gateway High School. 8-9-1 hitters for Riverside. No score here in the bottom of the third inning. We will have our part of our Melee Minute. There's Laurel and the Shannock softball coming up on Thursday, and boy, that's going to be a war too. Over the last few years, the Shannocks had the upper hand on Laurel, but this year is a little bit different story. As McCartney Plasmeyer stepping in for Riverside. First pitch ball.
I think now it's a much more relaxed Shannock team. I talked to Jackie Lash a little bit yesterday before their game in the quarters, and she said she thought the losses kind of helped the team out a little bit. They struggled with some confidence coming back from it, but once they realized that everything was still in front of them and they were still good, everything's been perfect since.
Yeah, Plasmeyer fouls this one out, and you're probably aware of this, Eric, with the first name of McCartney. Yes, it is after Sir Paul McCartney. Did get the name after it. His dad was listening to the Beatles and called his wife and said, "Yep, we're naming our son. We're going to name our son McCartney." And that's how it came about. Swinging a miss, strike two.
Just did SNL over the weekend too. Was the musical guest on the season finale of Saturday Night Live. Great performance.
Yeah, last time I heard him sing, he was like, eh. But at 80 years old.
We saw him last year in November in the city of Pittsburgh, and he was fantastic.
I heard the same thing. A friend of mine went, and he said he was very good. Count up. Ball goes low outside 2-2.
It's definitely a bucket list item. Cross a Beatle off the list. I've got the Stones 7 times. I've finally got a Beatle, so I was happy about that.
Count goes 2-2. Deep fly ball, center field going back as Tchaikovsky still going back, and it will make the catch in deep center field. A diving catch. Caleb Tchaikovsky.
Lee, he's falling away from that ball. He's thinking that that's going to go over his head and it's going to be trouble. I mean, that is a deep, deep part of the field. There's not many baseball fields where you have to kind of travel back into that cove and left center field like that. And he didn't really have a good read on it when it was hit. I thought it was going to carry out of here, but it's going into the wind, and Tchaikovsky just gets underneath of it and falling away is able to go to the ground and make the catch. That was incredible.
Yeah, Brock James fouls it off here, right side out of play. And Brock James had that game-winning hit the other day. That 3-2 9-inning game against Shadyside.
Yeah, this is a really important part of their order. They have to get something. They can't go through a handful of games again 0 for 11.
Deep in the hole, long throw, and James is going to beat it out. Pamaki was deep in the hole, showed off the arm, but just couldn't get James as he beats the infield single.
Yeah, James motoring up that line. A good defensive play to field it cleanly and be in front of it like Pamaki did, but James just showing that hustle. And again, it's such an important thing for this Riverside team. You know, they were 0 for 11 before he had the game-winning hit the other night against Shadyside. You can't get away with that when a third of your lineup is 0 for 11. You've got to get something out of them, even if it's walks or reaching on air, something. Just get those guys on base to get the top of your order back up there and have the table set for them.
And Jackson Barber takes the first pitch ball. See if Brock James takes off here in this situation. With one out here in the bottom of the third, no score. That pitch outside too. A good hitter's count now for Jackson Barber.
I think I'm going if I'm James. This is a perfect spot, little old school baseball, some hit and run maybe. At least get him into scoring position with the meat of your order coming up.
Jackson Barber, part of the football team at Riverside, the 2-0. Umpire says he went around. Count go 2-1. Again, the winner of this game on Thursday. Boy, leaning the wrong way was James, but he got back. It's one thing about being down the right field line, Eric. We got that perfect view here for that. Back safely again.
Yeah, you can tell that they're a little concerned about his speed on the path. He keeps tempting him to just throw over there. Jakowski just took a peek and is taking another one.
Next pitch just a little high. Ball goes 3-1 in the count.
Manufacture runs. This team has been so good at scoring runs for Santillo. 78 of them when he pitches.
And we're not in the major leagues, so he's not going to get second. I'm not a fan of that rule personally, but understand why they put it in. That was the 3-1. Strike in the corner. Count goes full. Now we'll see if he'll be taken off on this 3-2 pitch. Don't be surprised if Jakowski throws over again. He gets the sign. Comes the payoff. Runner not taken off, and swing and a miss, and Barber slams the bat down. Not happy with that.
Shortstop, Logan Young.
7th strikeout in 2 2/3 innings for Adam Jakowski. Brings up Logan Young.
Yeah, just not much to do there. And they're really worried about the runner on. These two guys that are up next can certainly get him home, but Jakowski's got A+ stuff right now. And
Coach Ollie Asher not happy with that swing in that third. You can see him in the third base dugout, just really not happy with that swing at all. You don't see Coach Ollie Asher show a lot of emotion at times, but that time he was not around. Don't want to be around him there. Again, in his 58th year, 745 career wins I have him for. Fouls this one off.
We're seeing Jakowski not only locate pitches pretty well, but he is doing a good job of, like we said earlier, mixing them up too. He has handcuffed this lineup for the most part. I mean, it's really beating out a throw to first is the only damage that Riverside's had here early on.
Count 0-2. Comes the pitch. That's down low. There's just one hard hit ball, and that was the one that Plasmeyer hit that Jakowski had to make a great catch in center field.
And the only mistake that he made was the walk to Meyer. And that was a great at-bat for Meyer. I mean, he's such a cagey hitter that you expect him to stand in there and battle with any pitcher. That's going to be tough no matter how many times they face each other.
1-2's outside. Again, just a really great day here in Western Pennsylvania. Nice and sunny. Other than that wind, good baseball weather. 2-2 count. The Logan Young. Good eye there. Low and outside. Full count. Runner will be taken off. And Brock James.
Yeah, we're kind of in a tunnel here with where we're located. The wind's just kind of funneling through everything here, but then getting held up with the structure. So it probably sounds a little bit worse than what it really is, although it is whipping. You can see the flag over by the school.
Payoff pitch, ball 4. Second walk of the day for Riverside. They have runners on first and second.
Third baseman, Dylan Meyer.
Bring up Dylan Meyer, who walked the first time up.
Yeah, and you have to pitch to him here in this instance because you're not putting this guy on to load the bases.
You don't want to bring up Santillo.
Yeah, so you've got to pitch to him, and this is a good spot if you're the Riverside offense with 2 on, knowing that he's going to have to get pitches to hit.
Yeah, Pamaki trying to keep James on close to second.
Yeah, you're going to go from a guy hitting 460 to a guy who's hitting 400 in the lineup if Meyer gets on.
That way Jankowski's pitching. You're going to need both these pitchers. I mean, one run might be all it takes.
It seems that way. And, you know, to the advantage that Riverside's going to have if Santillo's extended. I mean, he's not in any danger like he was in round one right now, but if he gets extended, you have Jackson Barber, and then if it's only a couple of innings, you can use Barber as the starter on Thursday. Having that in your back pocket is wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Tchaikovsky steps off. 1-0 count to Dylan Meyer. James at second, Young at first. Stepping off, stepping out of the box again. Cat and mouse game going on.
Santillo, by the way, when he comes back out, will be at 40 pitches. So he's in pretty good shape right now.
Well, we have a 1-0. We do. That's outside.
Yeah, you're not going to get... I mean, you really have to fool Meyer to get him to swing at some junk. He is such a patient hitter at the plate. He makes you work. He did this in round one. Have seen him do it a couple times. Did it to Mohawk.
Now ahead in the count, 2-0. Comes the pitch. That misses outside, ball 3. Now do you have the green light?
Well, you know it's going to probably be a strike on the outside corner to try to get him to chase it. At least that's what I might be calling here if I'm the catcher. We'll see if they try to force him to swing at something outside his comfort zone.
We'll see if he does have the green light, if Coach Oleaster gives it to him with the 3-0. Here it comes. Taken all the way. It is a strike.
Just seeing what Tchaikovsky's going to do there, and Meyer is basically saying, all right, go ahead and throw me that one again.
That's nice when you have Santillo sitting in the hole. Not a big lead at second for James. Being held on closely there. The 3-1's up high, ball 4. So the bases will be loaded for Matt Santillo.
Pitcher, Matt Santillo.
Struck out his first time up. Also plays basketball, and we're going to have our first pitching conference of the day. Our Ponce's Insurance trip to the mound. Agents Dan Ponce's, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings at PonceInsurance.com. Auto, home, business, or life insurance, all with a local agent. Love the life you live. Worry free at PonceInsurance.com. No score here in the bottom third. Limo and Eric Thomas here today from Gateway High School. We'll be at different locations tomorrow. Check out the Lawrence County Sports Network website for tomorrow's games that we will have on the air. So Santillo, chance to break this game open from a scoreless tie. Tchaikovsky worked from the stretch. Here comes the first pitch. That's down low. Against Jankowski with those 7 strikeouts. The 3 walks hurting him right now. Still is not giving up a run. Comes the 1-0. Hit left field, that's going to score 1. Charging it is Alfer. And the ball gets by him the whole way to the wall. Santillo around second. And he will go in the third. 3-0 Riverside on the RBI single, and then a 2-run error on the left fielder Rylan Alfer.
Yeah, just unfortunate that Offer couldn't get under that cleanly, because that probably prevents, I mean, at least it prevents the third run from coming in. But what a piece of hitting by Santillo. And to ground that one, or put that one that way, over the top of the middle infield into no man's land, and then you get the benefit of it not being fielded cleanly like that. The speed on the base path, too, just crushed South Allegheny on that one.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see if Coach Oleaster would have sent him on that shot. As Cole Vogel steps in, takes the first pitch strike. There's a one hop smash out in the outfield. If they sent him, it would have been definitely a close play. But ball gets by him. 3-0. Another strike to Cole Vogel. So only 1 as of now. 2 strikes to Cole Vogel. That's just down low. Count 1-2 to Cole Vogel. That's down low. Count go 2-2. Looks like Elizabeth Forward defeated Derry 8-4 in softball action. Comes the 2-2. Strike 3 off-speed pitch. 8th strikeout of the day, but Riverside breaks the game open on 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 costly error and 1 left. At the end of 3, it's 3-0 Riverside. You're listening and watching high school baseball here on the Lawrence County Sports Network and the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
3-0 Riverside as we go to the top of the 4th inning. 2-3-4 hitters. They're staying out here in right field. Eric, you want to get to appreciate this because the old Freeport football field and the old small press box up there, they had a big light post right in our way, so you couldn't. That's what I felt like looking at that single out in the left field. Lost track of the ball there. The old Freeport's field, you'd say he's at the 20. There's the 40, the 50. You lost track of the 30 and the 40. As Brennan Bahodich leads off.
Well, the other thing, Lee, that we got to watch here is Jakowski, when he comes back out on the mound, he's at 65 pitches now. So, and we haven't even hit their bottom of the 4th order yet. So he goes, and I don't know what's going to be left for this South Allegheny team. It's already going to be tough for a lineup that hits just 247 to come back from 3 runs down.
And our scoreboard operator left, it looks like, for right now. So I believe the count's 1-2. And strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the day for Matt Santillo. Santillo is cruising along right now. 7 in a row now. Or 8 in a row, excuse me, for Santillo's Dylan Pomaki will step in. Mentioned earlier the Union College commit. First pitch ball. Again, thanks for joining us here from Gateway High School. He fouls this one off. Again, semifinals on Thursday. Site and time to be determined. If you're a big Lawrence County fan, you're hoping for Elwood and Riverside. Comes 1-1. That's fouled off. As I said earlier, anytime you say Elwood and Riverside in the same sentence, it just blood pressure gets raised. I mean, I did a 12 and under championship softball game, and the fans were everywhere, loud and screaming, and a lot of fun too. Pitch to Pomaki, off speed, way out in front of it, another strikeout for Matt Santillo. 2 outs here in the 4th.
Second baseman Colton Keener.
Colton Keener, one of those strikeouts of the day. One of the 6. Swing and a miss.
Santillo is working with some tempo here too. He is not wasting any time. He wants to get these guys out of the lineup. Like, he wants them done. He is not messing around when he's throwing out there.
So he's going to be going over that 50 pitch limit. So looks like it's going to be his game to complete right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's really in any danger right now.
Count 2-1.
It's Jakowski who's going to have the problem here.
Right.
And that's going to be a problem for South Allegheny if he can't get extended at least into a sixth.
Yeah, count 3-1. Well, we were talking earlier possibly a 50-50 on your top two guns, but comes the 3-1.
Not now.
A little flare in the infield, shortstop. Pomaki will make Meyer will make the catch. 3 up, 3 down again here in the fourth. 3-0 Riverside. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, you're watching high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
And welcome back, Gateway High School. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0. Riverside, only 3 hits combined for both these teams, but Riverside, the last inning, had that bases loaded. Got the 2-out RBI single from Santillo, and the big error by Ryler Alfer in left field, trying to come up with a throw, and the ball went underneath his glove. Scored the other 2 runs, as Alex Weiss will lead off for Riverside here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And thanks to Dorn Concrete's response from this fourth inning. They've been laying the foundation for your home or business at dornconcrete.com. With over 30 years of experience, they've been laying the foundation for home or office jobs. As Weiss takes first pitch strike.
Those guys do an awesome job with what they do, and they've been a long-time sponsor of ours, and we thank them for continuing that relationship.
Count goes 0-2.
Actually recommended them to a friend of mine. Not sure if they're going to go through with their project, but
yeah, appreciate it. All the sponsors here in Lawrence County. Comes the 0-2. There's strike 3 called. Second strikeout of Weiss. 9th strikeout of the day for Adam Jerkowski. Brings up Chase Boehm. Chase Boehm, his brother Madden's part of the Seton Hill baseball team. A very successful Seton Hill baseball team this year. Upset by Millersville last weekend. First pitch down low. Yeah, please patronize our sponsors here in Lawrence County. I mean, without them, this doesn't happen. So if you go into one of those businesses, just say thanks. Pitch down low. I know we tell Crane Room quite a bit when we're in there. Thanks for sponsoring. Comes the 2-0.
Oh, I think they know.
There's a strike, yeah.
I think they know we like them.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, with all the sponsors we have, I just greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, by the way, football season, right around the corner, more or less.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us on a Friday night after a bunch of games. We'll sit around and cut it up with you if you want.
2-1 pitch up by to Chase Bain, ball 3. Yeah, it's just come out with the basketball sections this year for the winter season. Few changes.
Yeah, a couple big ones. How about we're finally going to get Neshannock Mohawk in the same section again on the boys' side. That's great news if you ask me. Newcastle bumps down to 5. Elwood City bumps up to 4.
Yeah, Newcastle girls in 3.
Yep.
Union girls in 2A now.
Yep.
2. Comes the payoff pitch coming to Chase Bain. Pops it up infield. Does first base? Does he have room? Yeah, ball drifting back into fair territory as Owen Warner gets the second out. That you can see how that wind is blowing towards left field. Started in foul territory and ended up in fair.
Yeah, just drifted, and a good job at first base by Warner too to know where the bag was, because that was dangerously blowing back towards it. And he takes one wrong step. That's possibly going to land in fair territory, and he might be hurt.
So McCartney Plasmeyer steps in, first pitch ball. And yes, he is a Beatles fan too. Hey Jude's one of his favorite songs, and yesterday I think it was the other one that he mentioned. Comes the 1-0.
Oh,
that's up high. So you haven't seen the Ringo Starr?
I have seen Ringo, so
okay.
I've seen both the living.
Okay.
Ringo's tour is awesome with like Steve Lukather from Toto and
yeah, I've
Edgar
never seen
Winter.
this All-Star band.
Yeah, Edgar Winter was awesome during that show. That's a fun concert.
There's a strike, a good off-speed pitch.
See, my unpopular opinion about McCartney is I enjoy Wings more than the Beatles.
I do too.
I still love the Beatles, but I enjoy Wings a lot more.
I'm more Wings than Beatles.
And his solo stuff, especially in the 80s. Oh.
Comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Have you ever listened to any of his new stuff at all?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, The Boys at Dungeon Lane, the new album. He actually debuted live the new single off of that album on Saturday Night Live last weekend.
Oh, there you go.
Very good song.
Count go 2-2, the McCartney and Plasmeyer. Ground ball, shortstop, Amaki up. On the first for the third out, 3 up, 3 down. It's 3-0 Riverside as we go to the top of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball here on Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school. What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Kaylee Cubelis as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after setting the school records in the 200-meter and 400-meter dash at the MAC Championships. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Neshannock's Anthony Aiken as the April Male Athlete of the Month. Anthony broke a 56-year-old school record in the 100-meter dash, is a part of the school record 4x100-meter relay team, and also second on the baseball team in RBIs, including a walk-off single against Shenango. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Anthony Aiken and Kaylee Cubelis, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Top of the 5th inning, Liam Fauner. Only one hit for South Allegheny. They trail 3-0. And that's lined in the center field for a base hit to lead off the top of the 5th inning. And South Allegheny, Eric, will lead a lot more of that.
Yeah, they're going to have to start figuring out ways to get guys on base. That's not a bad start. Santillo, you figured at some point was going to get touched for another hit. They're going to courtesy run at first base.
Max Jeffcoat will be your courtesy runner. The Jeffcoat, the junior. Brings up Owen Warner.
And I wonder where they can start getting runs at. The pitching's there, and the problem for this team all season, Lee, has been timely hitting, figuring out a way to do it again. Pomacki got on via walk and then scored on an error. They did not get a hit to win that game.
And they get the sacrifice bunt down. Goes 5-3. On the second is Jeffcoat. 1 out.
But I like the decision there to go sacrifice, just get the runner over to scoring position. Adam Jakowski is a pretty good hitter in his own right, so you have him coming up in 2 batters if you can get to him. And let's see what happens here. They really want to get back to the top of the order. And it looks like Pomacki is going to go warm up for South Allegheny too.
Trey Carpenter, first pitch swinging and missing. First time South Allegheny's had a runner at second base today. Here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, this is an interesting call here with Pomacki because Jakowski's, he's pitched really well, but they're going to have to go to somebody else at some point. He's going to get maxed out here.
Pop up infield, first base side. Drifting back as first baseman Plasmeyer will make the catch in front of the second baseman Cole Vogel for the second out.
Keeps Fonner at second base too. Good job by Plasmeyer. Again, backpedaling, watching that ball swirl in the breeze. And
yeah, it's a tougher play than what it looked like.
That is a long run too to backpedal to get in that position. He's halfway between first and second base, drifting towards right field, shallow right field to make the play.
And here comes Jakowski, as you mentioned earlier. Struck out his first time up.
Yep, good opportunity here. You get one, see if it leads to another, and Pomacki's going to continue to warm up here. He's going to be the next guy in, which begs the question, if he pitches today and has to come in earlier than they anticipate because of Jakowski's pitch count, if they somehow come back and win this game, what do you do on Thursday then? They're much more hamstrung pitching-wise than what Riverside is.
Comes the 1-1. That's fouled up our way. Back into the field of play, but foul.
Like Riverside has the ability, they basically, when they pitch Barber on Thursday, they're going from 1 to 1A.
Yeah.
The difference is the ERA. It's .55 and 2.51. That's it.
I'm sure Coach Bahodich will worry about that if they get there. Ground ball goes foul. Win and survive right now. Because if you don't win today, your season's done. So you do everything you can today to try to advance to Thursday. Comes the 1-2. That's inside.
Pomacki's warm-up is quite literally right below us, too. They have a nice little setup here for a backstop with a bullpen catcher and 2 fake mounds. You want to use them.
Comes the 2-2 pitch. That's up high, ball 3. Jeffcoat at second here with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Gladiators trailing 3-0. Yeah, the fake pitching mound's a little less to be desired, but comes the payoff pitch. That's popped up. Shallow left field. Shortstop going to go out and make the play is Dylan Meyer in front of the sliding Brock James. So they get out of it. No runs and a hit, no errors. And 1 left. We played 4.5. It's 3-0 Riverside. You're listening and watching the high school baseball here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
You're looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MadorBonnerLaw.com for more information.
They are really the ones who are on the ground and know what their students need better than anyone else.
They protect the fairness and rules of high school sports. They're here to look out for us. They're here to look out for what we love to do.
Fifth inning, sponsored by UPMC Orthopedic Cares, Lawrence and Mercer Counties. Local choice for sports medicine services. Appointments are available at any of their 4 Lawrence County locations. 724-983-7000, 724-983-7000, UPMC.com. Riverside 912 hitters here in the bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Riverside. So we had the softball field and the baseball field side by side. You can hear the national anthems on both fields, so very interesting. When the softball game started an hour earlier, so when the baseball national anthem was playing, the softball game came to a complete stop. And now it just happened here with the national anthem playing on the softball field in between innings here. Everybody came to a complete stop, stood and honored the flags, which is sort of neat here to do that as Brock James steps in, led off the 3rd inning with a single and scored the game's first run. First pitch down low to Brock. Mentioned earlier is the game-winning hit the other day against Shadyside. Swing and a miss. Again, Elwood City and Burrell later on at Pullman Park. 6:30. Freeport playing South Park at Plum High School at 6 o'clock. Pitch down low. Hopefully they have power back at Plum. Had some issues there the other day at Plum. Lost power. So they moved the game time up, and then the power came back on. They said, no, let's just keep the game time up. Then Avonworth and Charleroi being played right now. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. Again, those semifinals will be on Thursday. Championships on Tuesday or Wednesday down in Washington, PA. Hopefully we'll be down there for a couple broadcasts. Pitch outside of Brock James, full count. Chikowski sitting at 84 pitches. 85 pitches. Comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball, shortstop, Pamaki. Throws over, gets the out. One out here in the 5th, bring up top of the order in Jackson Barber. He's had a rough day at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Yeah, it looks like the weather's going to hold off, which is good. I can put my blanket away and trash bags and everything else just to have just in case to cover the equipment up. Don't have to worry about that. Tomorrow I'll be at Seneca Valley, so we'll have a press box. First pitch fouled off. Well, if Eric, if you like this view tomorrow or today, if you like this view, you'll be up above the third base dugout tomorrow at Burkett on the baseball field. You won't be able to see the left field line unless you stick your head out the window. Swing and a miss, actually fouled off. Strike 2. Yeah, you have to walk onto the field and then up the steps to get to the press box at Burkett.
With the lovely stone parking lot.
Oh yeah, comes the 0-2, and Barber goes down for the 3rd time today. 10th strikeout for Adam Chakowski, which has been just brilliant, except that 3rd inning where he walked a couple guys, which came back to haunt him. Bring up Logan Young. Yeah, a lot Not a lot of life in that South Allegheny bench right now, as there was earlier. Trailing 3-0. Well, dribbler third base side, and it's going to be foul. Yeah, that bench was hooting and hollering earlier. But since those 3 runs have scored, been very quiet on the South Allegheny side. Matt Santilla's been pitching a masterpiece here.
No, he really has. No update on that Avonworth game yet. Trying to find, that's the only game that we'll know. Basically, if Riverside hangs on and wins this game, they're going to be able to kind of sit back and chill and see what happens with Everett, or with Elwood City, I beg your pardon.
Well, at this rate, I might be able to catch the last part of that game at Pullman Park.
Yeah, no update on that game as of yet.
Avonworth, the number 1 seed. Count 1-1. Pitch just down low to Logan Young. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Struck out in the first, and walk and scored in the third.
10 strikeouts, and Jakowski's not going to be able to finish this contest. I mean, he's done his part today. Again, it's the same situation they've had all yearly. It's just hitting, manufacturing runs, trying to get guys into scoring position and coming up with the timely hits, and that's the part of the game that they just don't have with this current unit. They're working on it. They're trying to get back to some offensive potency, but it just hasn't struck yet.
Count 2-2. Just fouls it off. Well, Riverside only but those 2 hits, and both in the third inning.
But I think the biggest difference between them and South Allegheny, they have a title to defend and South Allegheny doesn't. And these guys all understand that, especially the 4 main pieces in their order understand that. Even the younger guys who may not have played enough last year were still part of the team and got a ring, and that means something to them, and they don't want to give that up yet.
There's a base hit right through the middle for Logan Young. With 2 outs, pick up Dylan Meyer. At the end of our game, we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game.
You know, I'm not trying to compare softball and baseball, and it's a little bit different when you look at the Neshannock softball team, because they still had a lot of pieces from the last couple of years that have won titles. In fact, you know, a couple of them have played for titles in other sports, but you know, there's just a difference. You sensed a different level yesterday watching them.
And that ball's hit in the left field, and a diving catch there by Ryan Alfer. Sliding to his knees, Ryder Alfer to make the catch for the last out of the 5th inning. No runs and a hit, no errors. They strand 1. We played 5. It's 3-0 Riverside. You're listening and watching the high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and 1-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe at Riverside.
At Major Bonner Law, we're more than...
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
3-3-0 for Riverside, 0-2-1 for South Allegheny. To take us home, Mr. Eric Thomas.
Thank you, Lee Moan. As Matt Santilla goes back out to the bump to work, 63 pitches for the stud ace for this Riverside staff, and he is looking to close the door in the next 2 innings and get back to not only the semifinals of AAA.
Is he even sweating out there?
I'm not sure. South Allegheny puts on the bunt for strike 1. For the Gladiators, it's Alfer who just made that catch. Of course, because he just made the catch to end the inning.
Yeah.
He's the leadoff guy. Jakowski and Pohoric for the Gladiators. If anybody gets on, it'll be Pomacki batting fourth.
Yeah, Pomacki was warming up again.
Swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes Alfer. That is the 7th strikeout for Santillo here this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll have our MVP insurance MVP of the game also.
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea who's the favorite for that right now. There's a shot by Caleb Jakowski that gets fouled. It's going to hit actually right over by the concession stand.
Yeah, we might not have to debate too much about the player of the game if this keeps up. Sometimes, I mean, you like to spread it around a little bit, but sometimes it's just obvious that you have to go to that certain person.
Santillo works, and that is there for the strike on Jakowski. So it's going to be 1-2 now to Jakowski. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Correction, is that?
Designated hitter, Brendan
Yep.
Pohoric.
Strikeout number 8 for Santillo, and that'll bring up Brendan Pohoric, who struck out and grounded out his 2 appearances this afternoon. Santillo has allowed 2 hits. Nobody has gone past second base for this South Allegheny team. They have been completely locked up by Santillo. You know, he pitched 2 games last year. Both times he went 2/3 of an inning. That's it. Imagine if they had 3 guys last year that could have shouldered the load on the mound. If they would have worked him in with Lucarelli and Hare. That one was low for a ball. Hanging in the balance again, too, is Pohoric. Hanging in there, trying to manufacture something here. That one's inside for... That was actually Jakowski, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because Alfer led this inning off.
The designated hitter, Brendan Pohoric.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he had fouled one away. I'm a little miffed at what happened there, but Jakowski is, and we again are far away here, so we can't really see the ump. But now it's Pohoric who is
Pohoric, yeah.
Or Pohoric who is at the plate here with 1 on and 1 out. Santillo throw over. There was even an announcement that it was a new batter too, so I'm not sure what the ordeal was there at the plate, but we're far enough away that we can't hear the ump. Yeah, we can't hear the ump. And
we know Alfer was the first batter for sure, the lefty.
Jakowski takes off for second, and he is in there cleanly. So they get the runner into scoring position. Still trying to manufacture a run here and even extend Santillo a little bit here. Just get him potentially close to that pitch count and try to get him out of the game. Maybe if you get a run or 2 across and make this a little tighter. And that one is chopped up the first base side and foul. Yeah, so really here it's the math here. It's Riverside, they win this game, semifinals, state tournament means they'll defend their title. So until somebody beats them in AAA, they are the champs, both at the district level and the state level. That one is grounded or chopped at first again. Plasmeyer fields, throw over to Santillo. The pitch over to Santillo is in time. Jakowski gets to third, but there are 2 away.
Yeah, that ball's tough play there by Plasmeyer. He had to go far to his right and in the hole almost between second and first. Get that underhand flip, and Santillo making it look easy. Finding the bag with that foot, getting the out. Working the full windup with the first time for the runner on third base now for South Allegheny today.
So Pomacki stands in. He's singled. And I think we are going to get a change here, perhaps, by Riverside.
Mr. Santillo does not look happy to seeing Coach Oleastro come out.
Now, this is what we sort of talked about this a little bit. You know, and it was more off air. Do you...
Yeah, they're going to keep him in.
Yeah, they are going to keep him in.
And he turns around that one. Don't know what's going on here. But Coach Oleastro will go back out. Boy, how many trips to the mound he's made in his 58 years.
So Santillo stays out there. He is not in any danger of getting to the magic number of 105 in this round, unless, again, South Allegheny is able to mount a comeback here. Pomacki stands in against him.
I mean, only 2 hits in the day and not really many hard hit balls.
And Santillo going right after Pomacki. It's 0-2 now to Pomacki. With 2 gone, runner on third, trying to get the first run of the afternoon home for South Allegheny. The pitch by Santillo is wild, and a good job behind the backstop by Wise to keep it in front of him there.
Yeah, he kept it in front. Didn't really know quite where it was, but it was close enough to him that Jakowski just couldn't get home.
So here's the pitch. That is blown away.
Hits
Ball
him.
4. Oh, yeah, it did hit him.
It hit him. But he got his, yeah, he's hopping. Looks like his right knee, looks like thigh area. He's hobbling a little bit.
So Colton Keener will stand in now with 2 on. He's the tying run at the plate against Santillo.
Yeah, and remember that short porch in right field, too. Comes down to that. Yeah, Pomacki still trying to walk that off.
82 pitches now for Santillo. Yeah, 306 down the right field line. What is this, Yankee Stadium? 306. That one's grounded sharply up the middle and playable at second as Vogel gets it over for the force to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Riverside in front 3-0 on the Lawrence County Sports Network powered by LCAP.
Being the home team to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
And back here at Gateway High School, Eric Thomas Lee-Moan with you. Our producer today, Matt Flannery, doing a great job as always. Dylan Pomacki is going to come out and pitch for South Allegheny. Jakowski is going to go to second. Keener is going to slide over to short. Those are your changes here for the Gladiators. And that'll bring up Santillo for the leadoff spot here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Last at bats for South Allegheny coming. So Jakowski done for the day, might be done for the season here if they cannot rally. And Jakowski gives them 5 innings, 3 hits, just 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 3 and struck out 10. But stands to take the loss here for the Gladiators.
Yeah, it's your red zone pitching change. Wilmington Road in the Shannock. They have gear for all 8 schools in Lawrence County. Sporting goods, customer apparel, embroidery, and more.
So Pomacki having now to deal with Santillo.
Guess we did have one stolen base today, sponsored by Riverside Apartments. Riverside Apartments, it's a Steel Riverside Apartments, Newcastle Senior Citizen Living Complex. Rent under $500 per month, includes cable, air conditioning, and all utilities. You can call them at 724-658-0520 for more info.
Santillo watches that one skip away from home plate. Pomacki, in the numbers we were provided, 7 appearances, 2 and 5 record with a 3.54 ERA. And worked 29 2/3 innings this season, allowed 32 hits, 25 runs, 15 earned, walked 5, struck out 38. Good ratio there. 2 home runs allowed by Pomacki. And he issues a leadoff walk here to Santillo.
Yeah, I would think we're going to see a courtesy runner here for Santillo. And again, I think wrong. He's done everything else today.
Santillo, by the way, he will definitely be out to finish the contest in the 7th.
Well, just in case Jackson Barber is going to go throw a little bit.
Yeah, that's
just in case.
Smart idea. They put the bunt on. That gets down. Pomacki fields nicely over to first in time. Santillo will go to second. Good sacrifice there by the second baseman, Vogel, to get Santillo in there for the insurance run. That'll bring up Alex Wise, the catcher who has struck out twice today. Yeah, Barber warming up. He's going to be the starter Thursday against whoever they play, either Elwood or Burrell. Won't know the final of that game because that game does not start for another half hour yet. Barber is excellent and has been a very good 1A pitcher this season, but the problem then becomes beyond those two, it gets a little sketchy for Riverside, and they will not have Santillo available to pitch at all on Thursday in the semis. First pitch swinging strike 1.
Yeah, but like you said, though, it's nice to have a 1B.
It is, and you know, you're already in the state tournament too, so you're playing beyond. You're guaranteed at least 2 more games when you hit the semis. After the semis, you'd have your consolation game, and then you would have your first round of states. And the seeding, I mean, so what?
Yeah.
You know, who cares if you're not going to win the district title? Who cares if you're 3rd or 4th? To be honest with you, it's
just travel.
Just travel, and if your pitching is good enough, you're going to be the favorite anyway. So, pitching travels. That has always been the case.
Yeah, and being on this side of the state, it's not as bad travel as the bigger schools.
That one grounded to second and on to first in time to get the out. And Wise is retired.
Yeah, a little tough to pick up that ground ball in this gold turf.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That'll bring up Chase Bame, who is struck out and popped out to first. Santillo did navigate his way over to third base. So he is 90 feet away with Plasmeyer due up after Boehm if he reaches. Doesn't hurt to always get the insurance run, which Santillo basically is here. Check swing offering, and they say yes, and that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, South Allegheny with their 5, 6, 7 hitters in the 7th to try to do something.
And now, you know, the other thing to think about here is from an Elwood perspective, I'm assuming Aaron Lake pitches and starts for them today. Do they, based on this result, that's there for strike two, do they, based on this result, knowing it going into their game in a little bit, split their pitchers to have both available for Thursday if they win? I think that becomes the interesting question. Nate Kennedy and Aaron Lake. Good pitch by Pomacki for strike three to retire Boehm. And that is it for Riverside in the 6th. So no runs on no hits, no errors, one left. Last at-bats coming for South Allegheny here in this quarterfinal on the Lawrence County Sports Network powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
And back here at Gateway High School, last at-bats coming here for South Allegheny in the top of the 7th inning. And it's catcher Liam Fonner who will lead it off here.
Got hit.
Yes, he did, so he will take first base to lead it off.
Jeff Coate will probably be your courtesy runner again.
They will courtesy run for the catcher again. So after Fonner, it's Warner and then Carpenter. Adam Jakowski, if anybody gets on or stays on to keep the inning alive. That one misses for ball one.
Well, this is why you warmed up Barber.
There you have him. He is back in center field where he normally plays. Ground ball up the middle. Meyer across the way to first, and a one-hop into Plasmeyer's glove comes off the mitt, and everybody is safe.
Boy, interesting decision there. I thought he had plenty of time to get the second, but Meyer decided to throw over the first, thinking he didn't have a play at second base. And the one hop that Plasmeyer couldn't come up with a scoop, and they rolled an E6. So South Allegheny in business here. First time they've had 2 runners on. Well, actually, last inning they had 2 runners on, but this time with no outs.
And tying run comes to the plate in the form of Carpenter. With 2 on, and you are right, this is exactly why you warm up Barber, just in case. Santillo is up to 88 pitches.
So got plenty of room, plenty to throw yet.
105 the max. 2 on, they put on the bunt right in front of home plate, and it's foul.
That's an interesting decision, down 3 in the last last inning.
So Jakowski will get an at-bat. Matt Santillo's mom has been pacing back and forth below us here. That is off the corner for the ball.
Yeah, she looks a little nervous down there.
So it's 1-2 now. It's a Carpenter with 2 on. He is the tying run. Can he keep this ride for South Allegheny going? That one is fouled away.
That caught the umpire.
And it did get the home plate ump.
Well, that caught him right in the top shoulder, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that right arm somewhere.
So we'll get a little delay here, and that'll have Wise go out and talk to his starting pitcher as they take a look at him.
Yeah, somewhere where there's not protection. This is one reason why I gave up fast pitch softball.
And they will have a little chat here with Santillo as Ali Astro is going to go out there as well. So again, on the line here, a berth not just in the semis of the WPIAL tournament, but also the state playoffs. Riverside will qualify for the state tournament with the win here today. Potentially set up a third go-round this season with their rival Elwood City. But they will not have Matt Santillo available for that contest, at least to pitch, because he has gone what would be the distance here. And he's either going to win the game here in the 7th, or he is probably going to be done after the inning anyway. Carpenter, the tying run at the plate with 2 on. And nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Santillo looks in. And the pitch low in the dirt. Ball 2, so it's going to be 2-2. Carpenter hanging tough there in this at-bat. Santillo comes back with a little heat and fans him for out number 1.
Boy, what a big strikeout that is for Santillo. Just when you think he might be faltering a little bit, reach back for a little extra and just blow the fastball right by him.
It's the 8th strikeout for Santillo today, and that brings up Adam Jakowski, who has struck out and flown out to short. Still representing the tying run here with 2 on and 1 out. And Santillo in a battle. That one is high for ball 1.
Yeah, I don't think this Santillo gets to the top of the order. I don't think he's going to get there. I think you'll see Barber.
And then it's a matter of how much South Allegheny can keep it alive. That one is popped up. Santillo off the mound, gets under it, and gets out number 2.
Don't see that too often where a pitcher taking charge from a infield fly. That's exactly what Santillo had to do there. With 2 big outs there.
So it is up to Ryder Alfer now for South Allegheny with 2 on, 2 out. He's the tying run at the plate, down 3-0.
Alfer has had not much luck against Santillo today.
Struck out twice. Pitch number 1's there for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're Santillo, just go after him. You've been in control of both of those at-bats against them. Alfer only a freshman, biggest bat of his career.
Chopper up the first base side of the bag. The pitch over to Plassmeyer in time. And Riverside is going to win it today by a final of 3-0. And they will go to the WPIAL semifinals against either Burrell or Elwood City. That contest will begin in about 17 minutes. In the 7th for South Allegheny, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and they strand 2. We'll come back and wrap it up with the Tri-County Principals Association postgame show next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Mele Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Bailey Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Bailey Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Bailey Chiropractic keep you in the game. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Back here at Gateway High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you as we come to you with the Tri-County Principals Association postgame show as Riverside will leave us to fight another day. The number 7 seed will go to the WPIAL semifinals once again as they defeat South Allegheny today 3-0. They'll take on either Elwood City or Burrell on Thursday at a site and time to be released by the WPIAL coming up tomorrow. The other 2 quarterfinals today, no report on Avonworth and Charleroi, Freeport and South Park. The 4-5 matchup will come your way at 6 o'clock from Plum High School tonight, so we won't know the full semifinal matchups until about 8 o'clock tonight when the other 2 quarterfinals are done. But the big story here today was Matt Santillo and what he was able to do. Now, he will not be available to pitch at all against Elwood City coming up on Thursday or Burrell, depending on who they play. But what a performance by him today, Lee Moan. I mean, he was fantastic. They go with him the whole way. They warm Barber up. They don't have to go to him. But, I mean, the way Santillo pitched, they didn't need to go to anybody else. He was fantastic today, once again for Riverside, winning his 9th game of the year.
Yeah, made it through 5, made it look easy through 5 innings, and struggled a little bit in the 6th, getting a couple runners on, but got out of that jam. And then the 7th inning, leadoff hit batsman, a single, and then you get 1st and 2nd, nobody out. You're thinking, oh no, this rally might come. Norwin did it to Central Catholic last night, but Santillo said, I got this game, and took care of business, and really made it look easy under that 105 pitches. And he was just really mixed up his pitches well, the lefty, and was in complete control.
Yeah, he really was. And, Adam Jakowski pitched great, too. We'll go over the finishing lines here in a minute. Let's recap the scoring here for you first, brought to you by Creative Edge. And the only thing you really need to know about this contest and the offense in it right now was back in the 3rd inning, an RBI double by Santillo, plated 2 runs, but then an error in left field by Alford, the left fielder for South Allegheny, led to a 3rd run. So they scratch all their runs across on the double by Santillo. That is the only scoring that took place in this contest. South Allegheny would finally get a runner to second base in the 5th, but after they did that, that was Liam Fonner, the catcher Owen Warner, sacrifice to move the runner over to second, a pop-up by Trey Carpenter to first base, and then a fly-out to shortstop by Adam Jakowski, and they were unable to advance the runner and get Fonner home. That was the best scoring opportunity really for South Allegheny, though, in this contest. They come back in the 6th, and after a strikeout by Alfer, they do get a walk by Jakowski, who does advance to third, but Pahoric, the designated hitter, grounds out. Pomacki reached, he was hit by a pitch, but they could not do anything to muster getting the run home. They simply just could not, as Pomacki then was thrown out on a force at second base to get out of the inning. They do get a runner on again in the 7th inning. It was Fonner once again, advances to second after Warner reaches on a throwing error. So they have runners on first and second with nobody out. The tying run at the plate, Carpenter strikes out. Jakowski pops up to first, and then Alfer grounds out to Santillo with 2 on, representing the tying run to end the contest. For Jakowski, he was fantastic today as well. That's your, by the way, your scoring recap brought to you by Creative Edge. And Creative Edge, where, let's see, fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services help make your project a reality. More information available at 724-652-1372. That's Creative Edge. Jakowski today takes the loss. 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned, walked 3, struck out 10. He was fantastic. Pomacki comes in to throw an inning of relief, walked 1 and struck out 1. Santillo goes the distance for Riverside today. 7 innings, 2 hits, did not allow a run, walked 1 and struck out 8. He was back to his usual self, picks up his 9th win of the season. He is 9-1, and this team has scored 81 runs when he is the starting pitcher for Riverside. He will not be the starting pitcher coming up on Thursday in the semifinals, but for the day, he is going to be your MVP Insurance MVP of the game for his starting performance here this afternoon with the 8 strikeouts and 2 hits over 7 innings. So Matt Santillo will get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone and being recognition of being named tonight's MVP. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Matt Santillo for being named today's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. Guess what? Matt Santillo is also going to get your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award for his RBI double in the 3rd. That plates 2, and then the error leads to the 3rd run. So he provided all the run support he needed as the starter on the mound. Santillo, the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, is going to get a customized shirt for that as well, courtesy of the Red Zone. To view the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Matt Santillo of Riverside for today's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often that we hand out 2 shirts to the same player, but in this case, it's much deserved.
No, it certainly is. And this Riverside order today, also, they put the ball in play pretty well, but they only managed themselves 3 hits.
Yeah, 3 hits, yeah.
So Jakowski was fantastic, and they only come across with 3 hits, but they were enough to head to the WPIAL semifinals one more time, where they await either Elwood City or Burrell. You can check out the coverage of that game. Our pals at ecwolverines.com will have the call of that game for you coming up at 6 o'clock. And then just keep it tuned to lcsportsnet.com for the coverage plans for Thursday. Right now, we know tomorrow we will have the Neshannock baseball game for you coming your way at 4 o'clock. They'll take on, who are they playing tomorrow?
Beaver?
Southside Beaver tomorrow at Seneca Valley.
Yes.
And then we'll have a standalone game on the NFHS network as well between Western Beaver and Eden Christian down at Burkett Field in McKees Rocks, if you'd like to tune in for that one. And then on Thursday, we just don't know the sites yet for softball. Once that's all finalized, we, of course, have Neshannock and Laurel coming up on Thursday. The 3rd time those 2 teams will meet this season. And Union softball playing Thursday as well. And then Riverside against whoever they face in the WPIAL semifinals at a site and time to be determined. So we'll have all the updated coverage for you on our site, lcsportsnet.com. You miss any of today's action, you can also log on later tonight to see recaps of the action here today from Elwood City and also this Riverside game, and then we'll have some previews for tomorrow's action coming up later tonight as well. That'll do it for us here today from Gateway High School. For our producer, Matt Flannery, for my partner, Lee Moan, for all of us here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, congratulations to Riverside. They keep on defending their title, and they will do it officially as they are back in the state tournament as well. And they'll play on Thursday in the WPIAL semifinals. We hope you enjoyed that. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.